Hello. So in our previous class, I introduced you to the basic structure of HTML. We saw the HTML tag. We saw the differences between an opening tag and a closing tag. So today we'll be looking at few tags, because I said, for example, now this hello world, this is not how I should write it. Should be able to wrap it in a particular tag. Everything I write must be wrapped with a particular tag. So we'll be looking at those basic tags. So let's use the basic structure of HTML, which is what we have. You see, we have the doc type, indicating the document type we are dealing with, which is HTML. Then we have the HTML tag starting here and ending here. We have the head tag starting from line 3 and ending in line 7. And of course, the title we treated in our previous class, so I can just change this to my website. That was what we were using. As for those of us that are yet to submit your previous work to the community, please make sure you do that. Please, it is very, very important. All right. So the first tag we'll be looking at is the heading tag. The heading tag, we call it the H tag, and it starts from 1 to 6. So we have the open and then I close. I open, then I close. So I can write something like welcome. Now let's go to the browser to see what we have. I refresh, now we have welcome. Now I'm going to do the 6 of them, and I want you to observe the differences. All right, so that was the first one, the first heading tag being the H1. Let me hit the enter key and do the second one. The second one will be H2. I'm still going to write welcome. Welcome. Then let's refresh and see what we have on the browser. All right, this is for H1, this is for H2. Now let's try for H3. H3, welcome. Welcome. Don't forget to save your work before you go to the browser. Control S. Always save your work before you go to the browser. If you observe, H1 is bigger than H2, while H2 is bigger than H3. So that means as we go down, the font size will be decreasing. So H4 automatically will be less than that of H3. So let's refresh and check that out. Wow, this is H4. You see it's smaller than this one. Now let's see what happened to H5. H5 still welcome. I will still use the same text to see what we have. I'll refresh, and then we have it being smaller than the H4. All right, let's try the last one being H6. The last one being H6. Welcome. You see, this is the opening tag, this is the closing tag. So I save. Let's refresh and see what we have. All right, so you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A very curious mind will ask, oh, what if we do H7? What will happen? Or even H8? The truth is that it stops at H6. But if you are curious enough for us to test H7 and 8, you can go ahead and do that. But let's just try it and see what we have. Okay, H7. Wow, we may start in the VS Code has already highlighted red. Something is wrong somewhere. But let's just write it welcome, and then let me do alongside H8 so that you see what is going to happen. Still welcome. Now let's check. Let's refresh. You see, welcome, welcome. The font size here is even bigger than the 6. That's to show you that it's not among this particular trend. And also, you notice that as block element, each of them comes under a new line. When once we write a particular thing, but this one is on the same line. It is on the same line.